Hey, welcome back. I am in beautiful Peninsula, Ohio, so about a 40-minute drive from where I grew up because I want to go for a trail run. It is truly beautiful winter Ohio weather right now, which saying that doesn't happen very often. Normally it's just like cloudy and gloomy and a little bit colder, but it's supposed to get up to like 50 degrees today, although it's definitely not that warm yet. But anyway, rambling on, I am taking advantage of the nice conditions. Hopefully the trails aren't too muddy. And then it's supposed to be like 20 degrees and snowy tomorrow, or maybe not tomorrow, but I think the next day the temperature's supposed to drop big time and weather's supposed to come in. So get us really enjoy the trails today. And for this video, a little bit later on, I want to talk to you about reflection because I think that's something that's so important for anyone who wants to live their best life, and it's definitely a practice that any we'll use the term high performance thinker does in their life, whether they think about actually doing it. It's definitely something they do. So I'll talk about that a little bit later on, but first I'll show you just a really cool trail in Cuyahoga Valley National Park, which is a free national park right here in Ohio, not far from Cleveland at all. So if you're in the area, I highly suggest checking it out. Let's go for a run. So full disclosure, this is a few days after I filmed the trail running video. Life just got in the way, didn't have time, wanted to focus on family, and so just getting around to filming the other part of the vlog now. But I do remember what I was talking about, and it is about self-reflection, just as a way to really take what you've learned and grow from it. And so I'm going to give you some personal examples, which it is pretty personal, but I don't mind sharing because I realize that other people might not relate exactly, but in some way you may relate. So I have two examples I want to share, and one's kind of be a hint into something that's coming for Sage Running, which Sage and I started together. But the first one is actually going to be about reflecting on why I didn't go on with YouTube, or even, well, I say all in, but really just filming more consistently way back when Sage first thought I should start a YouTube channel. If you've been following me for a long time, you know I've always been very on and off with YouTube. And it's not because I didn't see potential in YouTube, and I certainly loved this platform as a free way of helping people and also hopefully inspiring maybe more women to get on the trails. And well, and you know, like, well, jumping ahead to Sage Running, like, we're all about trying to provide running resources to everybody at any income level. But anyway, going back to YouTube and why I haven't done consistently, and part of it goes back to having social anxiety, and part of that anxiety coming from wanting to be liked by everyone. And as I'm sure you all realize, when you put yourself out there on YouTube, you're opening yourself up to a lot of criticism. And even though I know it's best to say, just don't care what other people think, don't let other people influence what you do, I have to admit that I still did think that way. Trying to think how to say this in the right way. I think in many ways other social media platforms are very acceptable, there's some more criticism that has come with YouTube in the past. I think that's changing. And hopefully Sage doesn't mind me using him as an example, but I remember when we first started dating 8 years ago that he got a lot of flack for his YouTube channel. Like people said, oh, he's rooting the old school mentality of ultra running. He's bringing too much media into it. Or people just make fun of him or say he was a narcissist, or yeah, just like all like really silly things that was nothing about Sage but was about people's own issues. And it's funny, some of those people who criticize him now have YouTube channels of their own, so it's interesting to see how things change. And so that's one thing I always have to remember, like if somebody does feel the need to criticize somebody online, that's not on me, that's not a reflection of me, that's always a reflection of the other person. But I still think, you know, I don't know a lot of like, I know I do follow other female YouTubers who are trail runners, but there's not that many. And so I think I still feel like because there's not that many, there's going to be more judgment for being a female ultra runner on YouTube. Ooh, sorry, that's my alarm going off. So anyway, getting back to now, the reflection part is realizing that's still been holding me back, and that's not serving me, and it's not letting me grow. So hopefully you'll keep seeing me, as long as I feel like I'm helping people and there's something positive coming out of this channel. I'm going to try to keep doing this more and really talk myself through letting go of not caring what people think. And you know, I realize that might always be with me a little bit, but just being able to talk myself through it is what's the key, and getting myself to a different mindset. We're saying like, okay, I realize this thought is there, but I don't have to listen to it. So that's one of my self-reflections. The second self-reflection, it might be a little hint into what's coming for stage running in the future, but I'll start with, how often have you heard me say Sage Running in this vlog series? It's the company I co-founded with Sage, but I don't actually say that much about it too often. Like, yeah, I say coaching or work and stuff like that, but I don't actually talk about the company. And in many ways, I'm so proud of it, but there's part of the company that's been misaligned with my values for a while now. Honestly, I kind of knew it from the start, and I had that gut feeling and I didn't listen to it, and it's slowly been like really just eating away at me. And I don't want to say I've held resentment to my own company, but I just felt a very strong misalignment with my own company. And that's something like this few months ago, I told Sage, like, we have to change this or I cannot continue with this company. And for some people, when you see the change, which you will notice the change, you might not agree with it, but then going back to caring what other people think, I have to realize, like, it doesn't matter what other people think. It's my company. If I don't feel like it's aligning with my values, then that's what matters. And so that really wasn't serving me, and I know once we change it and feeling totally aligned with my company again, like, I will want to do more with it and hopefully expand the reach of helping people of all abilities and all income levels. So I'm so passionate truly about helping people run their best, or using running as a platform to enhance the quality of other aspects of their life. And hopefully, like, that's what this channel is helping with too. That's really important to me. I love running. I really like running fast. I like pushing myself, but I want to use running as a vehicle to improve all aspects of my life. And that's really worked amazingly well for me the past 5 years. That's where the new like all-in plans have come from. But I want to keep going down that route. And so yeah, you're gonna see a change coming with stage running, hopefully mid 2021. And I'll talk more about the reason for that change then and not be so secretive about it. Now it's just a little too soon. And I do have a business partner, Sage, who I am happy that realized that as much as like he's hesitant towards the change, he realizes too this change has to happen for me to really want to improve the company and to feel aligned with it. And I appreciate having a life partner, an adventure partner, and a business partner who is willing to see my perspective a little bit. And I have to be willing to see his perspective too. Honestly, this change is going to be harder on him than it is on me, but it was something that had to be done. So those are just a few examples of my personal self-reflections that will hopefully continue to see growth with in this upcoming year. So if you feel comfortable sharing, I would love to know what your thoughts on this are, and maybe your own little self-reflections or tips to help other people. And also going back to female trail runner YouTubers, if you know any, shout them out below. Love supporting other female trail, well, even just adventures all around on YouTube. So give them a shout out. And next video I will be back in sunny, I'm definitely missing the sun, sunny Colorado, and have more workout videos and stuff like that. So I know you're gonna be watching this in the new year, so happy new year, and let's make the best of 2021.